Hi Boardwalk, I'm Tristan. Welcome to my home, come on in. I have a few different businesses, Pieminister, Chicken Lunch Club, a sauce company called Jefferson Standard. I've got a family and I live here in Bristol. I've lived here for 5 years. It was an Airbnb that I came and lived in for 6 months, and I loved it immediately. I'd noticed it for many years, kind of just going past it, because it had quite an interesting sort of shop frontage. It was a shop at one point, and then when I moved in, it was all really there was loads of interesting features that I knew I could do some good stuff with. I guess you could call our style modern rustic. That's what other people have been calling it. I definitely haven't consciously followed a style. It's been more, it's kind of more just what I'm into. I love using older materials because I just think that it gives a totally different feel to a house. It makes it more lived in and relaxed. You don't mind it sort of getting bashed about a little bit more. I also sort of believe in trying to use as much of what the house has got to offer as possible. So in this house, if you look around the house, there's loads of different bits of trim, bits of furniture, bricks in like the garden room that they're all sort of reclaimed. Kind of drove the builders a bit mad that I wouldn't throw anything away, but that has definitely led to the house being sort of feeling a bit more bespoke and old and lived in and so on. I love buying interesting different things. I buy a lot traveling around, or some stuff off the internet, just from different markets and so on. Sometimes I've sort of scavenged things off beaches, like some of the logs outside and things. I like bringing that all together. So for probably about best part of 2 years before we started the build, I filled up the cellar downstairs with all these different things, and so when the shell of the house was kind of sorted, I was able to go, right, okay, I'm going to put that here and that there, and again, I think by collecting over a longer period of time, you're less susceptible to the trends that are out there. There's a general pattern to what I'm interested in, which kind of comes through. But it meant I didn't rush to buy stuff to fill out the house. It kind of happened more organically, and that's definitely an approach I would go with again. The architect that I worked with, Simon Mundy, who's local, was really clear that the house should sort of unfold as you go through it. So it's kind of like a TARDIS. It's a lot bigger than you think from the front. And the way that it unfolds is really lovely. It sort of almost feels a bit like a dollhouse. You see the different rooms, and that's kind of how this house works. What I love, about sort of family houses is it's a collection of stuff that's happened over time. And there's been the fact that vase just there is from my daughter's art project that we did together. So I think it's sort of family house, and that becomes timeless in a way, doesn't it? It doesn't need. That's what the beauty of older houses are with loads of stuff in, is that it's collected over time, and that's kind of the approach that I like. It's kind of a bit of this and a bit of that, really.